They say anything can happen in sport. But if anyone had predicted the events that unfolded at Headingley on Friday, they'd be batting for an early shower. England, the reigning world champions, crashed to one of the most stunning defeats in recent memory, going down by 7 wickets to South Africa in the first of 3 ODIs. Welcome to Secret Fact Zone. And tonight we revisit that Headingley thriller where David triumphed over Goliath in a contest that was far from what was expected. South Africa's resounding victory was all the more remarkable, considering England's formidable reputation as a limited overs powerhouse. In fact, this outcome marked South Africa's first ODI triumph in England since 2007, ending a 16-year drought. But how did England capitulate so spectacularly? Let's break it down. First, we head to the scene of the crime, the picturesque Headingley in Leeds. Known for its rich history and passionate crowds, the stadium witnessed an unexpected turn of events. England's innings unraveled in familiar fashion. Set at 82 for 2 after 15 overs, the hosts seemed well on their way to a challenging total. However, the middle order crumbled spectacularly. 7 wickets tumbled for just 29 runs. As England lost their way completely, the tail wagged briefly, but England were eventually dismissed for a paltry 131 in the 36th over, one of their lowest totals in recent ODI history. On the other hand, South Africa's bowlers were nothing short of sincere. They executed their plans to perfection, keeping things tight and capitalizing on the opportunities that came their way. But it wasn't just about South Africa's bowling prowess. England's batsmen played their part in the downfall, offering soft dismissals and failing to rotate the strike. It was a collective batting collapse of sorts. Adding to England's woes, 22-year-old Sonny Baker made his England debut during this match. The pacer had shown promise in the domestic circuit and was tipped to make an impact. However, his introduction to international cricket couldn't have been more sobering. In his only over, he conceded 17 runs and fell for a first-ball duck. While such setbacks are part of the game, Baker's outing became a record-setting baptism of sorts, albeit for the wrong reasons. The stage was now set for South Africa to chase down the modest target. And chase it down they did with ruthless efficiency. The Proteas reached the target with more than 20 overs to spare, winning by 7 wickets. Aiden Markram was the star of the show for South Africa. He smashed a breathtaking 86 off just 55 balls, including a staggering 23-ball 50. This was one of the fastest half-centuries in South African ODI history. Markram's knock was a masterclass in timing and placement, as he toyed with the hapless England bowlers. While South Africa's top order laid a solid foundation, it was Markram's explosive cameo that shifted the momentum decisively in their favor. For England, Jamie Smith was the lone bright spark, as he pulled off an incredible one-handed catch. It was a moment of brilliance in an otherwise forgettable day. In the end, South Africa's victory was comprehensive and resounding. They outplayed England in every department, delivering a performance that belied their underdog status. On the other hand, England's capitulation raised more questions than answers. The defending champions seemed to be a shadow of the team that dominated world cricket in recent times. Harry Brook, who led England in the absence of the injured Joe's Butler, was left ruining his team's lackluster display. "It's not good enough," he stated candidly. "Nobody wants to watch that." The series now moves to Lord's for the second ODI, and England will be desperate to bounce back. They need to regroup, find their rhythm, and rediscover the winning formula that has eluded them in this encounter. South Africa, on the other hand, will be brimming with confidence. They've shown that they can dismantle the best in the business, and they'll be eager to make it to 2-0 in the series. The upcoming match promises to be a clash of contrasting fortunes. Can England regroup, or will South Africa continue their dominance? Only time will tell. That's it for Secret Fact Zone. If you enjoyed this riveting account of the Headingley, don't forget to hit the like button. Your support means everything to us. Until next time, stay tuned for more electrifying moments from the world of sports.